What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today, well, yesterday, by the time you're seeing this, Insomniac's canceled Spider-Man multiplayer game trailer leaked online. It was called Spider-Man: The Great Web, and so during the massive Insomniac leaked, it was revealed that multiple games got canceled and reshuffled around and stuff like that. And one of them was a Spider-Man multiplayer game where it's like you can play as different versions of Spider-Man, and you swing through the city and you fight villains and stuff like that. And it was canceled, and people, obviously were upset about that because a multiplayer Spider-Man game would be fantastic, amazing, right? And so the other day it was leaked online, the trailer, and you can go see it online. It's called Spider-Man: The Great Web, and it kind of shows what they were going for, where it's like an open world, swinging through, I guess, different dimensions and fighting crime and stuff like that, and fighting villains. They had fighting Venom. It was like someone playing Spider-Gwen, someone was playing Peter Parker, someone playing Miles, someone playing Miguel O'Hara and stuff like that. And so a lot of people, including my friends and stuff like that, were like, oh, if this game would have dropped, I would have spent so much money on it. And I'm part of the minority where I understand why it was canceled, and I'm glad it was canceled. So let me explain before y'all start typing away and start, being upset. All right. Because Insomniac, their whole roadmap that was leaked out and stuff like that, all the games and all the stuff they have in their hands, they're clearly overwhelmed at this point, right? And why would they release a game that would need constant updates and maintenance when they could just focus on their single player games? You know what I mean? Because if we're being honest here, Marvel Spider-Man 2 was subpar, okay, in terms of story and all that stuff, from what fans wanted in the sequel, right? A little bit underwhelming. Why would you want to spread out this company even more to work on a multiplayer game? You know what I mean? Like, to give an example, it'd be like GTA Online. Instead of me getting like, GTA 6, Bully, and Red Dead Redemption 3, they're giving me GTA Online for 10 years. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, we want something different. I'm not saying they're going to focus solely on the multiplayer games, but even if you take away a few developers and have them work on a multiplayer game, it still is separating, like, spreading them thin, and they're already thin as is, and we already have quality control problems with the sequel. Imagine when other games come out, where more and more games are going to be pushing out every 2-3 years, different IP and stuff like that. They're not going to have enough time to focus on a multiplayer game to make it as good as it should be. Now, I say this as a Helldivers type Spider-Man multiplayer game where it's like a dedicated development company that is focused on making the best Spider-Man multiplayer game possible. Oh, that is far off the chain. I need that immediately. But to have a single player developer make a multiplayer game and you're, fighting crime and stuff like that, it sounds like it could be good, but like the ceiling is good, but the floor, or what we're basically going to get, is probably going to be Gotham Knights. If we're being honest here, let me set you the stage here. A single player studio is tasked by the bigger heads to make a multiplayer live service game about most likely 4-player co-op, and they're going through a city attacking villains. What does that sound like to y'all? It sounds very similar to Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad. And if it's something they didn't want to do, or if it's something that they're not interested in anymore, I'd rather them cancel it than try to push it out to get free money. Get easy money, if that makes sense. Because then the story would be, oh, they're just trying to cash grab us with another live service game that no one wants. So, like, I understand when they canceled it. I'm kind of glad they canceled it, because they need to really focus on their next single player. Either it's going to be Venom or Wolverine or whatever it is. And so, with this leaked trailer, it did kind of show like they was going through portals and stuff like that, and all these different things, and it looked cool, but like, yeah, like, my thoughts before was like, I don't think this is worth putting your development time into. It's a nice concept if it was just like if Insomniac was just a Spider-Man video game company. Like, what I mean? If it was, from now on, they're only doing Spider-Man IP stuff, and you want to do a Spider-Man 1, 2 multiplayer in between the gap of 3, I will be all board. But now you're doing X-Men and all this other stuff. I see why they wanted to, like, cut it, as is. And Naughty Dog did the same thing when they canceled their multiplayer game. It was supposed to be like a live service multiplayer, stuff like that. And they was going to be overwhelmed, I mean? I already have my issues with Naughty Dog as is, but they knew that, oh, if we put this multiplayer game out, we're going to be focused on a multiplayer, not our single player stories, and that's not something we want to do. It just sucks to see this company constantly get attacked with leaks and hacks and all that stuff, and it's just sad to see. Now, I want to repeat this and reiterate this because I know some people don't listen and some people don't pay attention. I would love a game like this to exist. I would love the game if they said, hey, we're dropping this game, not Insomniac, but a different company say, hey, we're making a Spider-Man game that is a third-person, four-player co-op. You're swinging through the streets with your friends. You're playing through an amazing story that takes you through different locations, or you playing as different heroes, stuff like that. That sounds amazing. That's what I want, okay? But from Insomniac, who's already dealing with too much, throwing this on their plate is a little bit ridiculous, okay? And I understand why people be upset, like, man, I wish we had this. But I fully are on their side with they should cancel this. I'm glad they canceled it, okay? Also, you know how fast Sony would run this into the ground, okay? Y'all know how Sony gets. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is when it comes to a live service game, microtransaction, all that. They will run this game into the ground so fast with the crazy skin. Each skin will be $20. Oh, you want to play Spider-Man Noir? Cough up $25. Oh, you want to play Spider-Pig? Cough up $25. You know how they are. You know how it's going to be. Nah, bruh. If this was in a better world where microtransactions doesn't run the entire industry, I'll be so open for a live multiplayer Spider-Man game. But y'all know how it is. They'll have it so you can customize your web shooter for $40. That's how it's gonna be. I'm not trying to see that. I'm not trying to play that. I'm sorry. Okay. It's a slippery slope, all right? And it's like, I would much rather not get it and think about what is than actually get it. Imagine going back 10 years ago. Imagine telling someone 10 years ago, hey, they're making a Batman game by the people who made Batman Arkham Origins, right? It's a 4-player co-op and you play the Bat family. You know how crazy that sounds? You know how gas that sounds? Hell, even show them a trailer from, like one of the CGI trailers, trailers they did when they was revealing the game. And they're like, oh my God, this looks incredible. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to play it. Then when they finally play it, they're like, yo, this game is trash. Oh, like, what is this? Like, this game is not fun. This game is so boring. I don't like playing this. Exactly. That's where we're at right now, okay? That's like someone come, they teasing us. They dangling the carrot in front of our face. I'm like, yo, you can have this game. But like once we get it, we might not even like it. But those are my thoughts down below. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I upload basically every other day. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Thank you, and I'm out. Peace.